maybe I want to came here and say that your brain are tricking you, and it's not about that brain versus heart thing, first brain versus the heart, but it's all about, sometimes it's still thinking about that quotes, like I think I saw it on the threads, that's overthinking and yeah, just thinking about the worst case scenario. It's actually one of the worst way that you can use your imagination, because in the base, in the center of it, it's actually what you imagine. But this is not me saying or making you feel bad if you overthink, but it's for me to put the perspective that, like, this is your power. Like, look how powerful you are. Like, do you realize how powerful you are to feel things, to feel things very deeply, of all the things, of all the thoughts that you imagine them. So when you realize that power you have, you now know that, I have this, because not everyone have this kind of power. Not everyone have the capacity to hold emotion, to feel things very deeply. I always think this is a curse. And maybe until now I still think it is. But like, people will tell you all the time that you're too sensitive, you're too, yes, like, say to them, yes I am, yes I am, and there is nothing wrong with that. And there is no need to deny it. Like, in the past, it's actually harder when we try to deny and pretend to be someone we're not, someone that we are not. I mean, people always think sensitive is kind of like a bad thing. And you know why? Why this society doctrine like brainwashing us to believe that emotion is bad, like feeling things is bad, crying is bad. Why is that? It is because when you feel things, when you able to feel things, even to put yourself in other people's shoes, it's actually able to help you be more empathical, yeah, to other people. So it allow you to be more compassionate, to be more understanding of other people, because you know how it feels. For example, if other people, like, asking you for food because they haven't, like, eat for days, and because like, you felt this, you felt deeply, that it doesn't feel great, and then it allow you to be kind to other people. Well, it doesn't mean that you need to help, or you need to, empathy is one thing. Empathy is like the feeling of, okay, I understand that how you feel is the understanding, but the other way, the action is a different thing. Okay, what I'm saying is that just you understanding it, I mean, you don't have to, it's not your responsibility to do something, but it's great if you can. But if you are not in a place to do so, it's okay too. Okay, so it's not like you must go out there and saying yes to every request to help people. No, but the the very step, the most important is to to have a sympathy, to understanding, to not be so judgmental. And then that's what people actually need. Like time and again, when I am with other friends, and then when I'm maybe calling my friends and I need to talk to you. Maybe I want to have a friend, and then it's not me asking for a solution. Most of the time we don't want solution. We just want to be heard. We just want someone to listen, to give, to be seen, right? To have someone to be able to give their presence. Because all of the things, even compared to money, even compared to things, material things, you know what's the most expensive, the most expensive, luxurious thing? It's your presence, your attention. Where do you give your attention? And when somebody gives you presence, like wholly, like their whole presence being putting their mind and body and heart and being there for you, it's it's like the best feeling ever. But and vice versa, it's actually the worst thing to be with someone. I'm talking about everyone. To be with someone, friends, family, or even your partner that are there with you physically, but it's not there with you mentally or spiritually. It's like their body is there, but their presence, it's not there. And I, of course, I'm guilty for this too. Like, we are so distracted by our phone, and it's actually sad that it's so normalized when people get together and all they focus, so they're all together, but they are at the same time holding their phone and being transported into another world, into another country. Maybe they are watching movie from China or whatever. And that's not wrong, that's great, because actually that's a great thing. It's we able to connect with other people, right? But sometimes, what my uncle said to me, it's like menjauhkan yang dekat, mendekatkan yang jauh. So it's Indonesian, but what it's saying is that, so it's make the far things closer, but it's making the thing that closest to us became far away. And that's the 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 most accurate description of phone, social media, and most of digital technology. Is that by our phone, it's great that we can now be closer to our favorite role model, and I don't say that that's bad, but it must have a balance. When you are with your, I'm saying this to me too, like when I'm with family, like still trying my best, like a notification, can distract us, and grabbing into that small box thing, and then minutes away, nobody knows how how long we have been on that gadget. So yeah, that's also a reflection for you to reflect, and then to answer for yourself what is the better way that you can try to maybe implement and to be more present for your loved ones, so your loved one also can be more present for you. And how wonderful it will be if like world just will have more people. I'm not talking about being present and mindful. You know, when talking about mindfulness, all people only think it's just meditation. But no, it's not only meditation. Yes, meditation is great, but it doesn't mean that you need to meditate for the whole straight day. Like, it doesn't work for all people. I cannot do that. Like, I tried, but it make me worse. You know, five for me, five 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's great. Chef kiss. But the whole day, mm. So I know that in this lifetime, I'm not destined to become a monk, and not everyone is. So if you think like being present, oh, I cannot meditate, that's okay. Being present just mean that, like, even if you, I think the first step of being present is just let your body receive, or let your body just be there, like surrender, right? Even the first thing, if you're like me and it's easy for you to grab phone, the best way, I think it's already good if you just challenge yourself on one conversation you didn't touch your phone at all. And it's hard too, because sometimes we want to take a photo, and that's my dilemma too. Okay, like sometimes, do I want to take a photo of it? I don't want to lose this memory. That's the thing, right? We want to document things, but if but on the other hand, the moment that we document stuff, it's like our brain is already scattered. And maybe for me, the best part is that, okay, maybe I just took one picture before I talk, and then when the talk start, when the conversation start, that's it, no phone at all. And I did it, and I found this book to be great. I forgot the name, but it's, I remember. It's called Visual Intelligence. I think it's by Amy something. So this author, it's actually like, I think she has a background in art and like criminal. So it's both world. It's art meet the FBI. So she worked for FBI, like profiling, and then just what's that called? Like, what's that work when you observe, you know, what is that work when you observe other people, and then you have to be able to know like what happened next. So maybe profiling, yeah. So that the first thing she talked about is actually observing, like paying attention. And then one of the most important exercise in the book is that you go into the, this is the most important in the book, is that she talked about how practicing to look, not just look, but to pay attention to every detail of art in a way that's very deep. And even to look at an artwork for an hour and list all the details, and not memorizing it, but you remember because you pay attention. You cannot bring your phone and photo it, because that will all gone. And it help you in your life. She said that it help you to know, to know and also to not miss the clue, you know, I think I'm gonna read that again. To not miss the clue. Either it's a bad thing. Maybe sometimes we miss when danger are about to happen and we didn't pay attention for the clue because the clue is there. And the other thing we didn't notice, like the things that will go well, opportunities that we missed that because we didn't pay attention. We are not ready because we are not looking for the clues. That's what. But so just check the book out. I think I'm going to read that again. I haven't finished that book, I think. So yes. See another one. Bye bye.